欢迎. Hey, nice to see you again. You know, I'm a big fan of all ethnic cuisines. When cultures meet, they share ideas, and the food they create together is always unique. But I'm even more excited when that food has Chinese roots. So today, we're making some recipes that blend cultures. And there is an extra treat. We're also going to make one of my family's favorites. So don't get too excited yet. We still have to make it. But first, let us head to Toronto, eh? Toronto is a sparkling city with a Greek attitude and, of course, Canada geese. And one of my favorite stops in Toronto, you guess it, Chinatown. Toronto Chinatown is such a colorful neighborhood. What started out as mainly Chinese has grown into a multi-ethnic community. Many Toronto natives come to Chinatown to shop for food. You can find a wide variety of food that is hard to find in regular supermarkets. Exotic fruits, for instance. Whoa, look at this. This is bonbon. Look at these. Fresh sweet mangosteen. And the king of fruits in Asia, durian. Lydia Osorio immigrated to Toronto from Macau, and along with her old world charm, she brought her wonderful family recipes for Macanese dishes like this poco samarado, or slow-cooked 7-flavor pork that she made. Beautiful, look at this. This is very nice. And you are so good. You're so patient with me. Macanese cooking is a wonderful combination of Portuguese and Chinese ingredients and flavors. It is one of the less well-known culinary treasures of Asia. This Mrs. Osario's okra with shrimp paste is unique to Macanese cooking. Here, we are doing Lydia's favorite vegetable dish, okra chow with onion, tomato, oh, of course, shrimp paste. The okra comes at the end. It's good. Everybody loves okra because it's got a very nice texture and it's slightly sticky. Let's slide the whole thing right over here. This is so colorful, yet so simple. Now for Lydia's beautiful dessert. We cook up the mixture, stirring all the time for about 10 minutes until it boils.
In the old days, they would grate the fresh coconuts.
Yes.
And boil it and get all the juice out. But now we can get it in the cans, so that saves us a lot of work.
Yeah. Pour it into the mold, then put it in the fridge. And when it is cool, this coconut pudding will make such a wonderful dessert. But now it is time to share all these good foods with Lydia and 3 generations of her family. Lydia, I want to thank you because you taught me a lot in just a couple hours. I learned how to make this.
That is marinated pork, porco samarado. That is okra chow.
And of course, the coconut pudding. Yeah. Thanks to Lydia and her family, I have such an authentic taste of Macanese food in Toronto. And my all-time favorite Macanese dessert, pau de leite, sweet coconut pudding. Let's dice some tomato for the dish that I learned from Mrs. Osorio. He called it the okra chow, okra with shrimp paste. And then I'm going to put this. I like to keep a little bit of the seed because give me a little more juicy dish. Dice, and I put it right over here. In the meantime, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this dish, because I learned good from Mrs. Osorio. She's a good teacher. She came from a Portuguese, Cantonese background. That's why they call Macanese. It's a mixture of the culture and cuisine. This is okra, definitely not very Chinese. Okay, we'll parboil this for about 2.5 minutes. Okay, let's shut this off, set this aside, and then get ready to cook. Very simple dish. Here I have some onion. I'm going to heat up the frying pan, put a tiny bit of oil here, onion. Now, this is not very Chinese either. 洋葱. Onion in Chinese called 洋葱. 洋葱 means onion from the west. And then, this is very Chinese. This is marriage of culture, fusion, east, west. This is dry shrimp, very popular in the fishing village in Macau, where Mrs. Osorio and her family came from. Stir this, get the flavor out. And then you put everything else in. The okra, This is also a very Chinese. This is sugar snap pea. Now, this, believe it or not very Chinese. They call fan ke. Fan ke means milk berry from the west. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. That means this is actually a mixture of culture and cuisine and ingredient. Now, tiny bit of broth, let it braise. Tiny bit of sugar. And then, of course, now this is very Chinese. You go to Macau, everywhere you turn around, you buy shrimp paste. This is shrimp paste, fermented shrimp paste. Very strong, just like fish sauce. All you need is about 1/2 teaspoon to 3/4 teaspoon. For added flavor, how about a tiny bit of, and also color, a few drops or 1/2 teaspoon of oyster flavor sauce. This is so wonderful. The whole dish is almost ready. Then, of course, let it braise a little bit because I want the flavor of the shrimp paste and the dry shrimp to really sip into the whole thing. Oh, look at this. This is so wonderful. Nice and easy to do. Now, we're going to thicken this up. It doesn't take too long to cook. A lot of people love the texture of okra because it got a very unique texture and consistency. Whoa. Put it in, toss it in, and you know what? The dish is ready to be served. I'm going to put this over here. Let's get rid of these. And then go, hey! Oh, this is nice and ready. And I slide the whole thing, put it right over here. This is Mrs. Osorio's favorite okra, chow. I put it right here. I called it Mrs. Osorio's okra with shrimp paste. I'm scoring the surface of this little piece of pork tenderloin to make a dish called slow-cooked 7-flavor pork, another favorite of the Osorio family. In fact, when I was there eating dinner, this is one of my favorites. You know why? It tastes so good. The great thing about it, you can cook this ahead of time and keep it in the fridge, and the next day tastes even better. I'm going to marinate this. First, I put this whole pork tenderloin already scored on both sides. Put it in here in the back. Some bay leaf. Okay? Marinate this. It's good reason to marinate this. Some turmeric. Oh, final touch. Martin Yan's version. Tiny bit of 5-spice powder and also some little crushed chili. Put a tiny bit of these here, put a tiny bit of here. And then also white pepper and soy sauce. Give that little golden brown color. And then, of course, use a tiny bit of wine or dry sherry. Use dry sherry or white wine. Lots of them. Oh, I love it. And then put them all together. And the next thing that I need is the onion. Put the onion, diced onion. That's all I need, okay? Put them all together. And then put them all, see, spatula. Put it right in here. Why I use this because when you have a bag, you can massage your meat, mix it very well. This is it. See, this is very, very good. See, make sure you do it like this. First, you seal this. Make sure to massage this, and it's beautiful. Now, be very careful because turmeric is really stings. Okay, very careful. Once it's done, we're gonna put it in the fridge. Okay, let it marinate overnight, or even at least 2 or 3 hours. Okay, and then this is marinated for about 6 hours already. The next thing what you do is you brown it. Okay, this is a wonderful dish. In fact, I often cook it for my own family because you can do so much. A big piece of meat, and then you cannot finish. Hey, don't worry. Put the leftover in the fridge. You are ready to serve the next meal again. And you pick this up, which is well marinated. Look at this. This is well marinated. And I brown it. Look at this. Whoa, you brown this on both sides. Okay, you brown it on both sides. Turn it to the outside. Look how beautiful this is. Not only that, not only on that side and the other side, but also on the side. Sears the meat and seal in the juice. And then on the other side, you see, just like they do cold bay beef, they brown on all sides, sears the meat and seal in the juice. Very nice. Nice and golden brown, right? And then you put the rest of this marinade. You don't want to waste anything. Put the rest of the marinade right inside here. Look at that. Oh, this wonderful marinade. And then you add water and let it braise. Look at this. Let it braise. Wonderful. Let it braise and let it simmer for about 1.5 hours. Okay, slow cook. And then, of course, for the hungry crew, we always cook extra. So we have been cooking this for almost 1 hour and 40 minutes. And this is what we have here. I'm going to warm this up again, and we'll cover this, and look at this. This is so beautiful. This is what we need. Cook it for 1 hour and 45 minutes, okay? And this is new. Still, I just cool down a little bit so I can cut it for you, okay? It's really nice. Wonderful. And then we're going to get this out and make the sauce. Now, get the ladle. Look at the steam. Look at the steam, huh? Look at the steam coming out. This is wonderful. And then we scoop out this much right here, the sauce, the braising sauce. And then we're going to make a wonderful sauce, put it right on top, okay? Now, thicken this up. This is so wonderful, just the right temperature so you can cut it, okay? This is very important. Stir this in. Oh, stir this in. That's all you need, okay? Extra wine, how about that, huh? Extra dry sherry or white wine. In the meantime, we're going to take it over here and we are going to cut it up, okay? Everybody can see how beautiful this is. This is a wonderful piece of meat. We're going to cut this up. Use a wonderful knife. This is how we're going to serve it. Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful piece of pork. Okay? And this sauce is already. So we lower the heat. Look how beautiful. Slightly pink is the best choice. Oh, beautiful piece. And line them all up. Now, this is how you do it, okay? You start from here, line them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at how beautiful these pieces are. And then, to make it look even nicer, you use a knife. Okay? Because I have done some garnish earlier. Beautiful, beautiful. See? Make a little tomato roast. and also have some cucumber flour. You see this? Very simple. You line them all up like that. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Very simple. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. And you know what you have? You have a beautiful roast right in the middle. Okay? Put it right in the middle here. It's a roast. And you put the sauce right on top. Look at how beautiful this is. This is definitely just as good looking. May not taste as good, but just as good looking as Mrs. Osorio's slow cook 7 flavor pork. I'm cutting some lightly soaked cellophane noodle or saifan in half, so it makes it easier for me to do the dish I call a stir-fry soybean sprout with bean thread noodle. This is my family's favorite. My mother fixed this all the time, at least once a week, because I was in Mrs. Osorio's family kitchen, so inspired me to do this, my family favorite. I slice this green onion in half, and I go 1, and then 2, you see? Put it aside. A lot of green onion adds flavor, color. And then, of course, I need some extra garlic, too. And I press those, the whole thing comes out. And then mince the garlic. Look at this. Mince the garlic, set it aside. Mince the garlic a little bit more. This is another way of doing it. Chop garlic. Put it right over here. And then you're ready to cook this dish. Okay? This is actually a very simple dish to do. And I was taught to do this dish by my mother for years and years when I was growing up in Guangzhou, China. Let's turn it up and put the garlic right here. See this? And then the other ingredient I'm going to put in, I'm going to show you. I have green onion, wood ear, soybean sprout. You can use the regular mung bean sprout. The difference is this is made from soybean, this is from mung bean. Mung bean is green bean and soybean. This actually have more protein, vegetable protein. This is carrot and Sichuan pickle. What is Sichuan pickle? This is Sichuan pickle. You can buy them in a can like this, called preserved, Sichuan preserved vegetable. I'm going to show you. In the meantime, I'm going to put this right over here. Whoa! Stir it in. Nice. Toss it, stir. And then put all the cellophane noodle or saifan or fancy and a green onion or more green onion. Put it right over there and then stir. The best way to do it is like this, okay? See? Because this you can pick it up and toss it. Otherwise you can use 2 spatulas and toss it like you do salad. This is how colorful, very simple, very easy to do. Vegetarian, healthy, and light. Put a tiny bit of home mixed soup stock, vegetable stock. Look at this. Just let it cook for a little while. Let the flavor sip into it and get a few drop of sesame seed oil, a tiny bit of soy sauce. Simple flavor, simple family style. I've been talking about banquet dish. I've been talking about family cooking. The difference is family cooking is something simple ingredient, everyday seasonal ingredient. You put them all together and doesn't cost you much, doesn't take too much to do. Restaurant cooking and banquet dishes takes a little bit more time to prepare, a little bit more time to garnish and present. And the ingredient also a little bit more expensive. Let it sip in here and let the flavor really sip in. And that's the reason why. Now, the next thing I want to show you is a few things that some of you probably have never seen before. Always make sure your cutting board is nice and clean. Your knife is nice and clean. You see this? Nice and clean. And then I want to show you a couple of things. Now, this is Sichuan pickle. Okay? How do you say Sichuan pickle? This is actually preserved with salt, Sichuan peppercorn, and chili powder, okay? And then what I'm going to do is we hold on to this, and I slice this first piece out, set it aside. Look at this, nice and flat. And I cut it because I love this Sichuan pickle so much. I'm going to use a little bit more. Slice it and stack them up. Slice it. Stack them all up. And then we're going to use a little bit more of the Sichuan pickle. Slice it, Julian. You see how I do it? I push, hold on to my knife, push the blade against my knuckle, never raise my knife higher than my knuckle. And I go like this. As I go, I move my finger backward. Very, very simple, okay? Oh, this is nice. And you can buy them in individual pieces, or you can buy them in a little jar like that. I'm going to put a tiny bit more of this Sichuan pickle right there because I love the flavor, okay? And also give that nice heat to it. Now, there's another thing that I did put in that I probably should show you. Everybody know this is wood ear, mo yi. This is a dry one. When you soak them, you know what? This is how big it gets. Okay, look at the difference. People ask, hey, what is Sichuan pickle? Sichuan pickle is actually kohlrabi, pickled kohlrabi. Okay, pickled kohlrabi. Oh, this is beautiful. This is done. If you want, you can even have more broth. This is how beautiful this is. The cellophane noodle, just like any noodle, it soaks up the broth. It's just like, you don't have to even thicken it up. When this is ready, you know, I'm going to show you how beautiful this is. You put this over here. Look at beautiful. To make it nice and beautiful, let's put a tiny bit of sesame seed right on top. This is how it is. Stir fry soybean sprout with bean thread noodles. Somebody get me my chopsticks. Till next time, remember, if Yan can cook Macanese family style, so can you. 再见.